Assalamualaikum. Today I am Muhammad Razlan bin Muhammad Fazli from section BS6.84. Would like to present our mock seminar presentation. First of all, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to Miss Atika. Thank you for give us opportunity to complete this task. I hope you will enjoy this mock seminar. Topic for mock seminar is how to understand others by understanding yourself. For the first, I want to explain to you about how to understand others by understanding yourself. Understanding yourself and others requires first understanding your own personality traits. Second, understanding a person's personality type will help you deal with that better person. You will be capable of communicating with her in language she understands. In short, the personality qualities are more for observing and identifying than judging. Next, I want to explain to you about personality potential. High intelligence often does not define a high potential personality. In fact, these people are likely for their sense of wonder, talent, and innovate. They accomplish this by being diligent, courageous, and competitive. Now, I want to define to you 4 types of personality potential. First, powerful choleric. Choleric a leader and commander type. They are strong, dominant, and action-oriented. Second, popular sanguine. Sanguine a social and fun-loving type. They love socializing, chatting, and telling stories. Fun is their real things. 3. Powerful phlegmatic. Phlegmatic laid back and love a peaceful environment. They hate to rock the boat and upset people. They are easygoing and very relaxed. Making decision is not their thing and don't like change. 4. Perfect melancholist. Melancholist are mental and analysis oriented types. They like evaluation and assessment, making lists, checking the positive and negative side of things. They love chat and graph. Now I want to explain about popular sanguine personality. The extrovert, the talker, and the optimist. For emotion, life of the party, good sense with humor, memory of color. As a parent, make home fun. Is liked by children friends. Turn disaster into hammer. At work, volunteer for job. Creative and colourful. Start in a flashy way. And last sekali, as a friend, make friend easily, love people, and seem exciting. Second, powerful choleric personality, the extrovert, the doer, and the optimist. By emotion, born leader, dynamic and active. But as a parent, establish goal, motivate family to action. At work, organize will, and delegate work. By as a friend has little need for friends, will work for group activity, and last will lead and organize. 3. Peaceful phlegmatic personality, the introvert, the watcher, and the pessimist. 4. Emotion, low-key personality, consistent life, and all-purpose person. As a friend, make a good parent, take time for the children, and is not in a hurry. At work, peaceful and agreeable, find the easy way and good under pressure. As a friend, easy to get along with, good listener and dry sensi with hammer. And last, perfect melancholy personality, the introvert, the thinker, and the pessimist. 4 emotion, serious and purposeful, genius prone, and talented and creative. As a parent, set high standard, want everything done right, and keep home in good order. At work, schedule oriented, orderly and organized, economical. As a friend, we listen to complaints, seek ideal notes, and move to tier the compression. Before I end this mock seminar, let's see the video I prepared related to the title of mock seminar, which is how to understand others by understanding yourself.
In many ways, capable of fulfillment at many points, but with a fundamental wound that stops us from becoming who we truly might be. We don't quite know who we are. It isn't, of course, that we can't remember the basics of our biographies. We're unsure around two things in particular. Firstly, we don't have a stable sense of what we're worth. And secondly, we don't have a secure hold on our own values or judgments. Without knowing who we are, we tend to have particular trouble coping with either denigration or adulation. If other people decide that we are worthless or bad, there will be nothing inside us to prevent us from swallowing their verdicts in their entirety, however wrong-headed, extreme, or unkind these might be. We'll be helpless before the court of public opinion. We'll always be asking other people what we deserve before seeking inside for an answer. Lacking an independent verdict, we also stand to be unnaturally hungry for external praise. The clapping of an audience will matter to us far more than would ever be wise. We'll be prey to rushing towards whatever idea or activity the crowd happens to love. We'll laugh at jokes that aren't funny, uncritically accept undeserving concepts that are in vogue, and neglect our truer talents for easy, popular wins. We'll trail public opinion slavishly, constantly checking the world's whims rather than consulting an inner barometer in order to know what we should want, feel, and value. We need to be kind on ourselves. No one is born with an independent ability to know who they are. We learn to have an identity because, if we're blessed, in our early years, someone else takes the trouble to study us with immense fairness, attention, and kindness, and then plays us back to us in a way that makes sense and that we can later emulate. They give us the beginning of a true portrait of our identity, which we can then take on and enrich over the years and use as a defense against the distorting verdicts from hurried or ill-intentioned others. Knowing who one is really the legacy of having been known properly by somebody else at the start. This early identity building tends to unfold with apparently innocuous but life-saving small steps. "Oh, that must really have hurt," a parent might say in response to an upset, thereby validating an infant's own feelings. Or, "It's okay not to feel happy on your birthday," the parent might say at another point, delicately upholding an infant's less typical response to certain events. Ideally, the child isn't just known, he or she is also interpreted as likable. A good parent offers generous interpretations. They're on the side of the child and are always ready to put the best possible gloss on moments of ill temper or of failure, which forms the basis upon which resilient self-esteem can then later emerge. Now, that's the ideal, but it can, of course, go very wrong, and often does. A parent may offer mirroring that is out of sync with the reality of the child. "Look, who's such a happy little boy or girl?" a parent might insist, when actually the opposite is clearly the case, thereby badly scrambling the child's ability to connect with their own emotions. Or the parent might only lend the child a very harsh, punitive way of interpreting itself, repeatedly suggesting that the child is ill-intentioned or no good. Or the parent may simply not show very much interest in the child, focusing themselves elsewhere, so that the child grows up with a feeling that not only is it not worth cherishing, but also, because it hasn't been adequately seen and mirrored, that it doesn't even quite exist. A feeling of unreality is the direct consequence of emotional neglect. Realizing that we lack a stable identity is a sobering realization, but we can, with a fair wind, start to correct the problem at any point. We need to seek out the help of a wise and kindly other person, perhaps a good psychotherapist, someone who can study us closely, mirror us properly, and then validate what they see. Through their eyes, we can learn to study, perhaps for the first time, how we really feel, and take seriously what we actually want. We can, by being witnessed generously, more often learn to take our own sides and feel increasingly solid inside, trusting ourselves more than we trust the crowd, feeling that we might be able to say no, not always swaying in the wind, and feeling that we are in possession of some of the ultimate important truths about us. Having come to know ourselves like this, we will be a little less hungry for praise, a little less worried by opposition, and a lot more original in our thinking. We will have learned the vital art of both knowing and befriending who we really are.
As for me, I hope what I said just now is useful for all of you. Thank you.